Welcome to the Kuvox shift, where consciousness meets creation. I'm your host, Sukhmander, and you're listening to Awaken Your Inner Creator, a multi-part series exploring energy, vibration, and the science of manifestation. The power of inner reality, how your inner world shapes your outer life. So what does all this mean for you and your life? It reinforces a profound, timeless idea. Your inner world shapes your outer reality. This isn't merely a poetic or abstract sentiment, it's a principle that countless philosophies, spiritual teachings, and even modern scientific research increasingly recognize as essential to understanding human experience. At its core, manifestation isn't about magic spells, wishful thinking, or simply envisioning things and waiting for them to happen. Rather, it's about mastering your internal state, your feelings, assumptions, beliefs, and the energy you cultivate within yourself. When you align your internal landscape with your desired external outcomes, you create the conditions necessary for those outcomes to take form in your life. Ancient wisdom meets modern thought. The notion that as within, so without isn't new. Ancient traditions from both the East and West have long taught that our thoughts and emotions influence the material world. In Hermetic philosophy, this principle is known as the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. In Eastern spiritual traditions, practices like meditation, mindfulness, and energy work were developed to help individuals align their inner state with the broader energies of the universe. Fast forward to today, and modern psychology, neuroscience, and even quantum physics are beginning to acknowledge that our perceptions, beliefs, and expectations can significantly impact our personal realities. While science may use different language and frameworks, the underlying message is consistent with ancient wisdom. What you embody internally tends to be reflected externally. The law of attraction, assumption, and the mind-body connection. Whether you subscribe to the law of attraction, the law of assumption, or simply the understanding of the mind-body connection supported by psychology and neuroscience, the core idea remains remarkably similar. These concepts suggest that our thoughts and feelings are not passive experiences. They actively participate in shaping our external world. The law of attraction proposes that like attracts like. If you hold a positive inner state, you attract positive circumstances. Conversely, persistent negativity can attract unwanted outcomes. This is not to suggest that life becomes a utopia devoid of challenges, but rather that your dominant energetic frequency influences the quality and nature of your experiences. The law of assumption, popularized by mystic teacher Neville Goddard, takes this a step further by teaching that whatever you assume to be true, whether consciously or subconsciously, manifests in your external world. If you can embody the feeling of already having what you desire, your external circumstances will gradually mold themselves to match that assumption. Meanwhile, modern research into the mind-body connection shows that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs influence our health, behavior, and even the way we perceive reality. Practices like positive psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, are grounded in the understanding that inner states shape our external experiences in very real, measurable ways. Debunking myths around manifestation. One of the most important aspects of this conversation is to debunk the common myths surrounding manifestation. Too often, the concept is trivialized or misunderstood as simply thinking happy thoughts or creating vision boards without any deeper internal work. True manifestation is not about bypassing reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's not about denial or avoidance. Instead, it involves facing your current reality with honesty, identifying the internal beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, and consciously cultivating a new inner state that aligns with your desired outcomes. Yes, tools like vision boards, affirmations, and visualization exercises can be helpful, but only when they're supported by genuine internal shifts in belief and emotion. It's the feeling state, the inner assumption of being, having, or experiencing something that carries transformative power, not the superficial recitation of positive phrases. You may also like to view our in-depth episode on debunking manifestation. The true power of feeling and assuming the wish fulfilled. Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of feeling the wish fulfilled. That is, embodying the emotional and energetic state you would experience if your desire were already realized. This practice isn't about faking emotions or forcing yourself into a state of bliss, but rather about cultivating a deep, genuine connection with the feeling of your desired reality. When you imagine something vividly and accompany it with the appropriate emotion, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as true. Over time, this new assumption becomes a dominant belief, and your outer world starts reflecting that inner change. This is more than just theory. Neuroscientific research into neuroplasticity has shown that the brain can be rewired through consistent thought and emotional patterns. Visualization paired with emotion activates similar neural pathways as actual experiences, making it a powerful tool for reshaping beliefs and behaviors. Tools to cultivate your inner state. If you're wondering how to begin shifting your inner world to influence your outer reality, there are several time-tested tools you can experiment with. Here are a few to consider. 1. Meditation. A daily meditation practice allows you to quiet the mental chatter and access deeper states of awareness. By observing your thoughts without attachment and consciously choosing your focus, you begin to reclaim authority over your internal state. Types of meditation to try. Mindfulness meditation, guided visualization, focused on desired outcomes, loving kindness, metta, meditation, body scan, relaxation. You may also like to watch our in-depth full episode on mediation. Also remember to subscribe, like, and share Kuvox Shift with someone who you think might benefit from it or is on the same path like us. 2. Affirmations. Affirmations work when paired with genuine emotion and belief. Choose affirmations that resonate with you and evoke a feeling of confidence, peace, or gratitude. The key is to internalize these statements as true in the present moment. Examples. I am worthy of abundance in every area of my life. I trust the process of life and allow good things to flow to me. I am becoming the best version of myself every day. You may also like to watch our in-depth full episode on affirmation. 3. Journaling. Writing about your desired outcomes as though they've already happened can anchor those emotions in your subconscious. Use prompts such as, what would my ideal day look like? How would it feel to live my dream life? What am I grateful for in my life right now? You may also like to watch our in-depth full episode on journaling. 4. Energy work and breath work. Your emotions are deeply tied to your body's energy systems. Practices like breath work, Reiki, Qigong, or yoga can help clear stagnant energy and recalibrate your internal state. You may also like to watch our in-depth full episode on breath work. Energy work. We are in the process of creating multiple episodes on energy work and quantum. I am pleased to announce that we would have some experts on the channel providing us with some pointers that can help immensely in the journey. So, remember to subscribe, like, and share Kuvox Shift with someone who you think might benefit from it or is on the same path like us. Consciousness, the quantum field, and possibility. Another fascinating area of exploration is the potential relationship between human consciousness and the quantum field. While much of this remains theoretical and speculative, certain interpretations of quantum physics suggest that the act of observation affects the behavior of particles at the subatomic level. This idea parallels the notion that our inner state, our attention, expectations, and assumptions influences the external reality we experience. While it's important to approach these ideas with discernment and avoid pseudoscience, the philosophical implications are intriguing. If consciousness does indeed play a role in shaping reality at some fundamental level, it lends further credence to the importance of tending to our inner world with care, intention, and clarity. Life is complex, but you hold power within. Let's be honest, life isn't always easy. Challenges, setbacks, and unforeseen circumstances are part of the human experience. Manifestation isn't a bypass around difficulty, nor a guarantee that everything will always go as planned. However, within every situation lies the power to choose your response, to shift your focus, and to cultivate an inner state that supports resilience, growth, and hope. The more you practice aligning with the feelings and beliefs you wish to embody, the more adept you become at navigating life's complexities with grace and strength. Closing reflections. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of how your inner world shapes your outer reality. Whether you lean towards spiritual teachings, psychological frameworks, or scientific inquiry, the message is clear. Your internal state matters. It influences how you perceive situations, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately, the kind of life you create for yourself. The power to shift your focus, cultivate your emotions, and persist in the feeling of your desired outcome resides within you. As you move forward, consider making a commitment to yourself to become a conscious steward of your inner world. Tend to your thoughts, nurture empowering beliefs, honor your emotions, and hold space for the life you wish to experience. The external world often mirrors the landscape of your inner being. So keep focusing inward, keep nurturing that state of peace, gratitude, and possibility, and witness how your external world begins to reflect those inner transformations. You are powerful, you are worthy, and you are the creator of your reality. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to like, subscribe, comment, and share it with fellow travelers on the path. Until we meet again, stay anchored in the now, and remember, the present moment is where all creation begins.